I just wanted to talk about technology very briefly because it's easy to think that technology is black and white, and you've probably heard the fact that technology is never bad, it's how we use it and stuff like that. And I think that's very true. And I wanted to shed some hope on how we are moving as a species and why I think social media as technology in general is very hopeful, even though there's so many bad consequences and so easy to look at all the negative stuff and how it's tearing us apart socially. Just look back at history and look at all the bad stuff that have been happening, all the worst behaviors and everything that is basically, which is basically cause and effect in action. It's showing us where we are at as a species, and it's showing us what we do not want to be. And in many ways that is very beautiful because it's letting us have the opportunity to see that and move away from that and move towards something higher and something better. And technology like social media is, in my head, the perfect example because it's taking the collective consciousness of what we care about and what we don't care about and multiplying it to the thousands. And now we see on a huge scale what we care about as a species. And I think we can start to see what we want to be and what we do not want to be on a gigantic scale. And I think that is really, really powerful. And social media is a really new technology, and it's easy to forget because we're living in the midst of it, and we are very much in the adolescent state, I think, of social media. But I start to see something changing in how we are using it, and it makes me very hopeful. I see a lot of different content, a lot of different topics that people talk about, and I see a lot of resonance with a lot of people, and I see so much kindness and love on these platforms as well. So I wanted to just paint a picture of a future that is much more hopeful. And again, even though there's a lot of good stuff on social media, if we use it irresponsibly, we're back to square one. Because if we are on our phones all day, right, it doesn't really matter if we're watching nice stuff because we're disconnected from reality. We are very much immature as a species. We are not in our highest potentials. And the reason why I think we're immature is because we don't see how cause and effect is really all coming back to us, because we are treating each other and we are treating the globe in a very irresponsible way. We take so much, and we usually take more than we need. We can be rude to other people. We have wars, and we do not see the big thing going on, which is that we are all connected to nature. We are all connected to each other. We are essentially all, in many ways, the same thing. And we start to see it very clearly because we start to see the consequences and what we are doing. Everything that we are doing to our food, everything that we are doing to nature, we start to see the problems, which is probably not funny, but it's also laughing is the only thing I am able to do. It's just funny how we do not see it, and I'm laughing because I see this in me as well, because it's so easy to forget who we are and who we really want to be. But I wanted to share this as just being a little bit hopeful, because I've started to see so much more potential in humanity and potential in the stage we are at because we have these powerful technologies. AI is still worrying me because this cause and effect and having the ability to course correct is not the same with AI, because AI is going so fast. So it is in many ways not the same case as with all other technologies, because now we are essentially giving away our power. So that's another story, which I won't go into now. But I hope that maybe this gave you some hope for a future that can be quite bright, because it's easy to see all the bad stuff that's going on and just see that we are f***ed because of all the bad stuff. But essentially, it's a good thing that we are all aware of the bad stuff, because that lets us move away from that. Knowing where not to go is quite important in trying to find a balance at this large scale. And this goes for individuals as well as societies and the world as a whole. I hope that gave you something. I just wanted to share that perspective as I've been thinking about it lately, and I've also been seeing that it's easy to paint a either black or white picture and it's not really that simple in my eyes, but we can be very hopeful, even though it can be frustrating. I think that's it, and I'll end it here, and I hope to talk to you again in another video.